Christ, it's Jason Wool, all right? You guys are going to make some noise. He's funny as fuck, and I think he's Jewish. Give it up for Jason Wool!
We are so very sorry. There is little we can do.
I really don't know what song Carl's playing for me today, but I'll just go along with it anyway. Some shit I don't know. Thank you, Carl. Thank you, Miss Bartender over there, for all the people that you're helping. Let's give it up for our bartender today. Sorry to disappoint all of you 37 people in here, but I'm not Adam Sandler. I think you guys figured that out by now. I was being very facetious. No, people say I look like Adam Sandler. I don't know. Do they? Why? Okay, I guess you're one of the haters that says that. I'm just. Some people say I do. Some people say I look like DJ Khaled. Rapper. Totally other end of the spectrum. I feel like you're death metal type.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's totally different. But some people say I look like DJ Khaled. Some people say I don't. Some people say I look like Adam Sandler. Some people say I don't. Some people say I look like Adam Sandler if he ate DJ Khaled. Some people say I look like DJ Khaled if he ate Adam Sandler. I don't know. Some people say I look like the bigger version. Some people say I look like the ninja version the other day, but that's a whole other story. I am a bit of a big boy. I headliner. Now that the bartender's gone for a second, Carl, why does she look like you nutted on her face? She'd be like, yeah, champ. I don't know. I got the light already. On that note. So, yeah, I'm a bit of a big boy. Last time I looked in a mirror, one of those full-length mirrors, you know what they are, right? My belly button looked in the mirror too. Looked back at me and winked at me and said, hi. So, recently I was having a conversation about the Irish accent and the Jamaican accent. And I feel like the Jamaican accent and the Irish accent are very similar. You talk about the wee little people at the end of the rainbow. The ones that are the leprechauns. They have the pot of gold. But they're also, if you think about it, the Jamaican accent with the, spliff on the beach, man. Hey, how you doing, bumbaclat rasta motherfucker? The two accents are somewhat similar. I'm trying to pull them off. And I realized that even though it's the Irish accent and the leprechaun, picture at the end of the rainbow, the dreadlock rasta. A leprechaun dressed as a fucking rasta with the fucking dreadlock. Man, he'd be sitting on top of a fucking pot of gold. The pot of gold, you know what it is? Fucking ganja. That's what the pot of gold really is. Yeah, I can't get back into the fucking Jamaican accent today. I gotta work on this. I told you I'd try it, but I can't. It just doesn't want to do it. It's funny. So the pot of gold part should be in the Jamaican accent. So anyway, we're having some fun up here tonight, just riffing. It's all Carl's fault. I've been riffing more and more. The last 2 Thursdays I riffed a bunch, and I don't know if it came out better or not, but I'm trying to work on my crowd work. Just coming out saying a whole lot of something but nothing all at the same time. Some of it comes out like shit, and some of it comes out kind of funny. So, I just turned 50 not too long ago, and I know you just turned 50, Eric. Did you get the notification from Uber that you can register as a fucking senior now?
I got it.
What the fuck is that shit?
Not from Uber, that's the one I
No, I got a notification from Uber that says you can now register as a senior and let your driver know that you're a senior. I'm like, do I look like the person that needs help getting in a fucking Uber? Do I really need to let my Uber driver know I'm 50? Maybe 65 or 70 with a walker and he needs to open up his fucking trunk or something. But I was like, fuck, really? You need to register for Uber at $50? Fuck Uber. But that's where I started seeing this thing. You know, that's where, if you brush your teeth, Eric, with your right hand, you're right-handed, right? You're left-handed. Oh, that's right. Well, either way you want to take this joke. You brush your teeth normally with your right hand. That instead of brushing your teeth with your right hand, you can try this too, Mitch, but we'll see how you want to use this. That, because you're over 45, I think, too. We'll leave it at that. And, that if you brush your teeth with your left hand instead, that you start rewiring the synapses in your head, that it helps, that it shows your brain that you can still learn new things. And I was like, you know, that's a pretty neat idea. So tomorrow, instead of brushing my teeth with my right hand, figure instead of brushing my teeth with my left hand, I'm gonna jerk off with my left hand and see how that goes, right? Maybe that'll help rewire my synapses. Since you're ambidextrous over there, I don't know which hand you're using. Exactly. So, yeah, I was on this dating site the other day and started talking with this girl. We got past all your like normal familiarities and started talking, and it gets a little bit deeper. And she's like, hey, as a guy, do you like to share your feelings? I'm like, I guess we're getting a little deep here. So I wrote back, yes, I like to share my feelings as a guy. So she writes back to me, well, how do you like to share your feelings? So I'm like, you know, as a guy, I don't know. I normally share my feelings in a Kleenex, in a sock. If I'm feeling classy or it's date night, one of those blue microfibers, I think, right? So I'm definitely a gringo, but I live down in Miami, and I'll try and pronounce this the best I can. There's a Casa de Maíz. It's the House of Corn over in Hialeah. And I passed this place the other day, and I'm like, the House of Corn. Let me look up their menu. And I look up the menu, and I'm like, that's a lot as a restaurant to commit to just one vegetable. I'm like, look it up, and it's like the Bubba Gump of fucking shrimp and corn. I'm like, you got corn 27 different ways. Corn on a cob, corn in a cup, boiled corn, broiled corn. I'm like, what difference does it matter how they cook it? They might as well just serve it to you in the toilet, right? Corn's coming out the same way in the end either way. I don't know. I guess that was kind of a corny joke, right? So, let's see. What else do I have here? I haven't done this one in a minute. It's kind of fun. I was looking for a dog recently. And I thought, what better place to get a dog than the animal shelter, right? Why go get a dog from a breeder? Why not check out the animal shelter? So I go out to the animal shelter and I realize every dog's kind of got its little secret. I'm like, this one looks like it might piss on my floor. This one looks like it might eat my shoes. I'm like, this one looks like it might freaking bite somebody. This one looks like it's gonna dig into my garbage. I'm like, you know, maybe I don't need a dog right now. I'll just think about it for a minute. So I leave the animal shelter, and as I'm pulling out of the animal shelter, what's right there across the street? The women's shelter. I'm like, why can't I go into the women's shelter and pick out a woman like a dog, right? Then I realize every woman's got her secret too. Maybe I'll need to put a muzzle on this one. Maybe this one might bite one of my friends. Maybe this one might chew in my shoes, I don't know. That's when I realized maybe I don't need a dog or a woman, huh? So, I tried this one out the other night, and we'll see how this one is. I realized that I could do Hank Hill's voice.
You know, goddammit, Bobby, leave Luann alone. That's your cousin, goddammit. And I was like, Hank Hill has some euphemisms. And I was like, you know, I need to come up with some Hank Hill euphemisms. And I was like, he does sell propane and propane accessories, but what else does he do that's kind of interesting? And I was like, you know, I thought about it, and I was like, I don't know. Then I thought, you know, maybe I could come up with something fun, like, you know what's clean? Propane. You know what's not clean? Tao's search history on his laptop, if you go back there. That was one of my Hank Hill I thought tried euphemisms. I got the voice down. It's just I got to come up with some more euphemisms for it. Oh, let's see. This is quite an interesting place, Carl. It's a fun little workout room. So, I realized that Jesus can go both ways living down in Miami. And both ways, I mean by literally the pronunciation. Most people think I'm talking about gay, straight. No, I'm not saying Jesus is a transsexual. But it's more the pronunciation. I realized that it's all beautiful, holy, died on a cross, literally nailed it, rose. That's Jesus. All of a sudden he walks in 3 hours late, smells like weed, carrying a six-pack of Modelo, ripped jeans. That's Jesus. If you walk in your house, you know, it's so interesting, like random metalheads just keep walking through back and forth, but I just don't even know.
He's been here for like 20 minutes.
Oh, he just dropped a deuce.
Yeah, that guy came in before the other. He was either taking shit or like, yeah, or like.
That was a lot of rails.
Yeah, he was.
Oh, he was doing heroin.
Yeah, he was making. Yeah, we need that. I need to go.
Bartender's just back there like, I see nothing. You don't remember Sergeant Schultz. I know nothing. I feel like I just dated myself. There's maybe one person in this room who knows who Sergeant Schultz is. You know who Sergeant Schultz is back there, Tal? I know nothing.
Hogan's Heroes.
There we go. I just dated myself. So on that note, I'll tell my last joke here because I'm getting the light. Living down in Miami, there's this building, and it just says, I see myself in you, in big neon letters. It's off of 62nd and 7th down there. And it's got big neon letters, 3-4-story building, has a pair of glasses on it, and it just says, I see myself in you. And every time I pass it, I'm like, what the fuck is this building? I can't help but think, is it the Miami Women's Rape Crisis Counseling Center? Yeah, who knows? On that note, my time is up. I know that was a dark, deep, funny last one. Eric's over there going, fuck, I can't believe he said that. Anyway, have a good night. We'll give it back to Carl, and thank you guys.
One more time for Jason. Whoa! Yeah, that was crazy. The bathroom guy, I can't believe I clocked that.